Okay, hello, and hello, Deborah. Thank you for coming. Oh, can't hear you.
You're
Did you get
muted.
the
Yeah, you're on mute.
Deborah.
You're on mute.
Oh,
I said, thank you very much for inviting me.
yeah, no, you're welcome. It's a public hearing and I'm glad you're interested. Deborah and I actually met at a tree walk. So
Ah.
and then she followed up recently with this whole series of email questions, Gail, about those trees on, was it Bleecker that?
On Bleecker. I think we saw each other on Bleecker, didn't we, Deborah?
I didn't realize it was you.
Yeah, yeah, it was me.
Okay,
Was Jerry with me when we saw each
Jerry
other?
was with you and I
Yeah.
was very agitated about the plethora of, it looked like doomed trees, but I subsequently understood some of what was going on.
that's great.
Yeah, yeah, I'm so glad you came by that time. It was wonderful to be able to explain, like, hands-on right there. Yeah, so
Good
that was
thinking.
great. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming tonight.
Okay,
And Jerry's here.
Jerry, hello, I'm glad you're
Hi,
here.
Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
I had to switch devices. Sorry. I'm good now.
Well, glad you're here.
I just wanted to be sure I wasn't wrong, Jerry.
No, I was there. And then it got bounced out. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, we're getting better at this. We should be really all very good at this, just in time for
Not if the computers don't cooperate, then we're not going to get any better. That's the problem. It's supposed to make it easier.
I do not think I bounced you out. I have done that in the past, but I don't think I bounced you out.
No, it wouldn't pick up.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, we just started at 7:35 and we have, as a member of the public, Deborah, how do you say your last name?
It rhymes with clock, Plachta.
Oh,
Plachta.
okay. Okay. And just, so everybody knows, the public who's here, my husband is working over there. So he too is
Hi there.
a resident
Hello.
of Merrimack. So, okay. Deborah, anything you wanted to mention for the record, or this is your moment. You can,
I'm mostly an observer.
Okay, well, I'm
Okay.
delighted. Okay, we'll go on. Let's go on to the correspondence we have received. The first one is from 130 Stewart Avenue. It actually has two parts to it. The main part is the theme that this person's raised several times, pointing out that we have not been planting trees in neighborhoods that don't have places to plant street trees, but that suggests implicit bias. We have been trying very hard to address this. In fact, as Nora knows, we wrote this beyond the right-of-way ability into the tree law, but it's now been questioned, so we haven't been able to plant that way. It's the only way we'll be able to plant at least extensively in neighborhoods like Washingtonville or along Fenimore. There are a couple of places where there really just aren't planting strips unless we get permission from the property owners to give them trees. So that's the first part of it. The other part of this particular letter was critiquing some of the trees on our recommended species list, and I haven't had time to look at that. I didn't agree with all the comments, but it'll be worth looking at. Might change the list a little if they turn out to be good comments. Then there is a what's this one on? Oh, there's
Excuse me,
one.
Bev.
Yeah,
About Fenimore.
Yeah.
I believe that the right of way.
not Fenimore. I did that every time. Halstead.
Ah, okay,
Halstead.
okay,
I'm sorry. I've lived here 32 years. I still can't remember the name of that street.
okay.
It's Halstead. Then we have a whole series of correspondence, and I just copied it and sent it out, which is an email string you have to read backwards, from 702 Prospect. We had received a request to replace a tree there some time ago, so it was on my list for these 36 we're doing in the spring. I then didn't connect, I'm not, there's someplace I didn't make a connection. And so when I went around and did my preliminary marks on the pavement, I put it where they didn't want it. So after actually a lot of corresponding back and forth, it went from indignation to very friendly and very grateful. And I went over there one Saturday morning and we had a long conversation, put the mark where they wanted it this morning. We made it a permanent mark. And it ended with the husband of this couple. They were both out there, both very interested in it. And at the end of it, the husband wanted to know if the village and the tree committee have any volunteer opportunities for church youth groups. So, you know, I thought that was great. And I said that maybe for the next, you know, we could do a pruning workshop with them because we really need pruners. And that's something
Yes,
high school students could do. Great.
yeah, sure.
That would be wonderful. I'll get back and tell him that because they were very interested, but they like trees. They just didn't like that spot.
Okay.
And then the last I have here is actually from Deborah. It's this series of correspondence about questioning the trees that were marked on Bleecker, and Jerry and Gail both met with you and went through the thinking on it. And so that was a good process. And here you are tonight. Thank you. Old business. Jerry, you're running around looking at all these trees, by the way. I mean, it's very impressive. Thank you.
You saw me this morning. I was with my staff. That was a
did.
department head meeting.
Oh, was that a department? That's a good place to meet. It
No,
was
we
great. I
walked the
went
whole
by.
neighborhood.
Oh,
We
yeah.
walked the whole neighborhood.
It was a
Good
big-
exercise.
This was in Washingtonville.
Yeah, I took them throughout the whole neighborhood and tried to address issues and problems that were present in the neighborhood. That was we used our department head meeting time for that meeting when you saw us.
Great, yeah. I want everyone to know that I was riding around in a Village of Merrimack truck.
Mhm. That's right.
Was it fun,
having
Bev?
Time. I really, really like the guys in the Parks Department.
Yeah, they're great people. They're great.
And they're knowledgeable too. They have each time I've done it, they've given me very good advice, which is why I had
Yep.
to do it twice. Anyway, so a couple of, I don't know if these have been addressed or not. 412 Rushmore, Gail, you pointed out that a young tree had gone crooked and needed staking. I don't know if, I know Jeff said he would do that. I don't know if that's been straightened out.
I don't have an update on that. I
Okay,
don't know if he
No,
did that.
either.
okay. And
That's 412?
that's at
Yes,
412
Ellen.
Rushmore.
Thanks.
I think it was behind, like at Harbor Island Park, if I recall correctly. That was just the closest address I could give.
Okay,
But I believe it was one of the relatively newer trees planted along that path.
I thought they did stake that one. Maybe it needs to be restaked.
that was what Gail said. It had been
I
staked,
think so too.
Exactly.
but it's so
Right.
exposed to wind that I.
Right,
think
right.
there's
It just needs to be propped up a little more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other one, Jerry, is something I sent you. It's a sidewalk repair on Stewart Avenue. There's this huge tree that has pushed it up and it's had orange cones for at least 3 years around it. I don't know if you've had, it's at 812 Stewart. I don't know if you've had a chance to drive by there.
No, I
But
haven't.
it would be, I mean, it's actually a sidewalk problem, but it would be a really good place to use structural stone if we could do that, because it's a huge tree, but the roots would be completely severed on that side if we just cut them to fix the sidewalk. So
Okay, I'll look at it.
that's for you. The hotline for reporting tree violations, there's not a real hotline put in place that I know about, but I have to say that Dennis, is it Drogan?
Mhm.
Who came to our last meeting, gave us, his cell number. He said in the interim, if there's a problem and we need, like, there's a tree coming down in the middle of coming down, and actually worked about a week ago.
Oh,
One of my neighbors called me really upset because she said she told me about a very large tree that is just inside the private property line. And, they had all the equipment there and we're starting to lop off the branches, not the way you prune them, just the way you get them off so you can take the tree down. And I called him and he sent someone over right away, and I walked by an hour later and they were gone and the tree was there. So, I really appreciate it because he really reacted right away.
It was on the Parkway, right?
No, that one was on Soundview.
Oh, we did the same thing on the Parkway
Oh,
2
did
days
he?
ago.
I didn't know about that. That's great. I
2
think-
days ago.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, this was last
So we
week.
stopped someone from cutting a tree. It's not
Great.
that they're not going to put an application in, but we stopped
At
someone from
least-
cutting a tree.
Yeah, we'll do the process. Okay.
900 block. It's the 900 section of
Okay,
pretty close
Huh.
by.
yeah. Anyway, I really appreciate that they are being this responsive. The Rhinebeck Action Research Student Survey, which we were hoping would tell us how to get everyone to love their trees, didn't get enough responses. We published the survey, I think 3 weeks in a row, maybe 4. And we only had about 18 responses. We got some interesting conclusions from them, and I attached their whole presentation. You can look at it. I think we should take some time later to see if we can think of, how to use some of their ideas that they got just from talking to people. I do think from a conversation I had with Dr. Feit, her feeling is that the biggest motivator for people is that they feel good about themselves. It's not how much money they're saving so much, or any of those, or how they're helping the environment, but they feel they're good. They're tree people. And so somehow educating them to that, I think is what we should think about. But the report is there. And does anyone want to go through it? And
Well, I just want to add to that, we do address that. I think that's part of education, like
Yeah.
they'll do the tree walks. We
yes,
have
definitely.
families come on tree walks. That's part of educating people, helping them feel good about trees.
Definitely.
We've
I think
had
the pruning
such
workshops do
increase,
this-
we've
yeah.
had such great attendance
Yeah.
on the tree walks, this past year.
No, that's true. And I think
Record
that the
numbers.
pruning workshops are the same thing because people understand a lot more about, they look at trees for the first time. So those are all good things, but I think we need to continue to see if there's a way we can build the education. You're right, it's education, but build interest in the trees. And then there are 2 enforcement things, trees that were severely pruned in the right of way on the Parkway. Marlene spotted in the first place. One's 990, and then I was driving by. You can always tell it's been done because they have this perfect shape. And the one next door to it at 1000, the Parkway, have both been topped. I know they're in the right of way, and I'm pretty sure they're village trees. So they
So we
need-
checked today, Bev, 990 was issued, but not the other one. So I don't have the other
I think
address.
no, I think I just discovered the 1000 one.
Okay, okay.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know that 990 had been issued, so that's good.
Yep, 990 was issued, but I'm not sure. That was the only one. Then we
Yeah,
have to,
yeah.
I have to reissue the business next to the Nautilus because they cubed the tree again.
Oh,
Yep. So,
Is that in the village though?
yeah, it's right in the village, like right at the line.
We're at the line, okay.
The
Oh, yeah.
line goes through the Nautilus's driveway, like
Yeah.
entryway.
oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh.
Is
Okay,
that the diner?
yeah,
Yeah, the Nautilus Diner. So what's the other address? I
it's
have
1000,
990.
it's 1000 the Parkway. It's right next door to the first one.
All right,
1000.
1000 the Parkway.
Yeah, thank you.
So I just wanted to put in the notes, you issued what for the the tree? For the
No,
Nautilus?
I didn't. We just issued 990, Ellen.
Oh, okay.
Parkway.
990 the Parkway.
okay.
I'll-
On the
I'll-
Nautilus, Jerry, there's at least one empty tree well. It's been empty for a very long time. And the other 1 or 2, whatever it is, do get pruned into ridiculous shapes. But there's a property owner of that whole strip, and I think that it's not the businesses themselves. I think, my guess is the property owner, because those trees are sort of uniform across that little strip mall.
Oh, they're all misshapen.
Yep. I just noticed it the other day.
I never
Again,
knew that that was
bless you.
village, yeah, bless you. I never knew that was village property. and It never occurred to me. I thought it ended, yeah, because those
The
co-ops are
village-
not in the village.
The village, yeah, the village line goes right through this, on a diagonal through the driveway, the apron driveway of the Nautilus, and goes on an angle.
I thought it went through the other corner where the bank is.
No. Because we have to rebuild a catch basin there, and so we pulled the maps, and that catch basin was ours, just 3 feet away from the town and the village line, so.
That's too bad.
Are
Yep.
both sides of Rich Bell village property? I mean, village streets, like the right of, the right of way?
No, the Starbucks side is, but the other side is just a portion.
Huh,
The Nautilus
that's
side is just a
amazing.
portion.
I always thought it was the opposite. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Map's a map.
I looked, what I thought was based on what I'd seen on a map where the bank was like, that was the diagonal.
No, it's the Nautilus. It's the next one over.
Right, okay,
Other side of Richbell.
okay, now I know.
Okay, just as an update, in fact, Nora, you can tell us if anything's come of it. Both the part about planting beyond the right of way and also the idea of creating tree scholarships in some, for places that need trees and don't have planting strips. Has anything happened with the Attorney General, Nora?
Yeah, I haven't heard back from the Attorney General.
I don't suppose we have a date.
No, I mean,
Now the
Nothing.
spring list is done, but I'd like to be able to do that in the fall if we can.
I don't know that we can hurry up the Attorney General.
Hmm.
There's no way to move them along.
Okay,
I guess we could all write individual pleading letters, but I don't know that that would work.
I could try.
What if we had a petition? Would that be a little more convincing?
I don't really believe in petitions. No one reads them.
They have a lot on their plate and I'm not sure this is a hot button item for them. So I think they'll get to it when they get to it.
Okay, thank you.
I agree with that.
It's more important to us than it is to them, probably.
Well,
Yep.
next time we have a flood, they're not going to feel that way.
No, but it's just, that's how it is with those kinds of things.
Yeah,
It takes a while.
They're probably understaffed too.
yeah. Okay. Jerry, I'm so glad you can give us an update if there is one on the tree inventory. Have you had any success with your high school volunteers?
No success. I've been a little busy. I've had to take on some big projects
Okay,
to try to deal with certain issues. So I haven't had any success.
okay.
The only success I had was to entice and talk Bartlett tree experts
I saw
into
that.
doing
I
a
didn't know what that was.
free workshop for us. Yeah.
Okay.
So they'll be doing that early May,
That's
and they'll
good.
be working with our staff, and the staff will be trained how to do work zone protection, chipper, safety, and of course, proper pruning cuts and pruning trees of average size, not large size trees, but average size trees.
So how big is an average size tree?
What you would see on the avenue, on Mamaroneck Avenue,
Okay. So,
in our tree wells.
so these trees might involve ladders, is that? I realize?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. They're gonna
Yeah.
use ladders.
Citizen pruners don't use ladders.
And
Yep.
the
They're gonna
May
use ladders, mostly
workshop,
posa.
this May workshop is for whom?
Staff.
It's for our staff,
Thanks.
and it's put on for free by Bartlett tree experts.
Great.
That's
Is
great.
that like Bartlett, like the pear?
Yep, just like it. Yep.
Thanks.
Jerry,
Okay,
is it park staff that will be trained?
Parks and DPW staff.
Okay,
The individuals will be selected by Jeff and James, the two supervisors.
great.
I have to say, my driving around one day was with Jeff and then today was with James. they both know a lot and they seem very
Mhm.
interested in it. So that was great.
Yep.
Good for us. Oh, and then there's my sort of ongoing project, which we haven't had time to do anything on, which is to try and start to build file about the long-term damage to trees caused by Con Ed pruning. But I've seen trees that I want to go back and photograph. And then, of course, we have some trees that have died as a result of bad pruning. But I haven't done anything on it. I just keep it there so that I don't forget about it. Gail, you have been sick. You probably have not gone anywhere with the tree tags.
I haven't gotten, I did some research and came up with really nothing. I contacted iTree. They were extremely unhelpful. And there was a link to iTree on those tags, but they had
That's for the city.
no information for me. And I don't know how to go about this. I don't know, do we need to?
Well, what do we want to put on it?
Well,
What
first
put
let's
the-
talk, Bev, one sec. I just want, just for the record, we're talking about tags for newly planted trees that identify them and let people walking by, the property owner nearby, to let people learn something about that tree from the tag. And it would be like impervious to weather, and it would be on some earth-friendly kind of string or something. And I got the idea from a tag that I saw on some newly planted trees in the Bronx. And they had a, what do you call the code? A QR code?
Mhm.
Little thing that you scan, and right there you got a whole lot of information about the tree. There was just some basic information on it. I wanted to do something like
Was that
"Hi, on
the
your
QR
new tree," you know.
Yeah, did the QR code take you to iTree or to the
Mhm.
New York City? It took you to iTree?
Took you to iTree. So Jerry, if you can maybe advise me, like, I don't even know how to, like, do. I'm guessing that it's not in the budget for us to link these tags with QR codes to iTree, but I don't know, like, should we just do very simple tags with some
Like the name
information
of the
that we
species?
research about the species? You're muted, by the way. It's okay.
If you wanted the QR code to go to the village website, where it would direct you to a page or pages that the tree committee put together of basic information of the trees that we've planted, we could do that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that iTree had the capability of linking to a QR code. So I don't, did you reach out to Cornell? Because iTree works
No.
with the governmental entities predominantly.
Okay.
And so in fact, the New Jersey Shade Tree Commission, which is a state agency, just like you're a village volunteer commission, has a person who just trains municipal employees and arborists on and shade tree members on iTree. I don't know if we have one here in this state. I know of one in New Jersey though.
Okay, it's a great idea to reach out to Cornell Cooperative Extension, and I'll do that.
Yeah, because
Thank
they'll
you.
know about the iTree.
Yeah. And
if we can
I don't
get the
even know
state
that
board-
we need to have a QR code, honestly. If we just have some information about the tree, like some suggestions for how to best nurture it in
oh,
time.
it'd be nice to talk about them not mounding the mulch.
Exactly, right. In fact, if anybody has suggestions, what should go on a tree tag, please email them to me.
So
We want to make
so-
some of it positive. We don't want to make it all, don't do this.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying, how to best nurture it, like when it's, when it's very dry out, there hasn't been rain for a while, please, feel free to pour water around the tree, a bucket of water.
Also, it might be interesting if we could say, this supports 37 beneficial insects, native.
Right, that will attract songbirds to your
Yeah.
property, or,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
But I have a feeling iTree has that information all available.
Yeah.
Just need to post the QR code.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to reinvent it if it's there.
Yeah. It could be just like a plastic plaque with a laminated a QR code on it. Printed QR code on it.
Do we have a laminator?
Yeah, we have like 4 of them because we laminated, every office laminates stuff. So we have them at every department practically.
So maybe we could
We-
just print them.
Yeah, we can laminate anything of any size.
Wow.
When we get a big job, we collect all the laminators, put them in the conference room, and then we just laminate everything all at once. Yeah, but we have quite a few.
Okay.
That's
mean,
exciting.
We could
Yeah.
probably reuse, leave on the trees for a couple years, maybe as long as the gator bags are there, but since we repeat the species, if they're weatherproof, we can use them again.
Jerry, is there someone on staff who could help me with the whole QR code aspect of this? Because
Mhm.
it's a little
There's
beyond
one
my,
person. Yep, Jason Pinto.
okay,
He does all of my QR codes when I need them for flyers and things of that nature.
great.
But he likes trees.
Yeah, he's pretty sharp. So Bev, he's J Pinto, Pinto at vomny.org.
Yeah,
Same, you got him.
Okay, another question, this is another idea of Gail's, ideas or specialty of yours. The tree nursery idea, what we need to go forward. Actually, something interesting came up. The tree nursery, we need a place to do it. And also then to be able to establish a program with continuity, if we're going to do that.
I just want to say why I think it is imperative that we have a tree nursery. Because of the increased price of trees. Instead of planting 100 trees this year, we're down to 36. I don't know how many trees we lost this past year, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was around 36. And it's not okay to just remain like status quo, this set number of trees. We need to be building canopy. I can't imagine prices are going to be dropping or significantly dropping. And if we have a tree nursery, there's just so many reasons to do it. We won't have to pay for trees, number one. Number two, the trees will either grow or not grow. If they are growing in this environment, in this habitat, I think they will adjust better when they're transplanted than something that's coming, let's say, from upstate or from out in Long Island. I think if we get volunteers to work for a tree nursery, there'll be like buy-in, there'll be a sense of ownership and commitment to trees. I just think it's something we have to do. We have to look to the future. Prices are just going to be going up. And, this is an incredibly important part of our infrastructure.
So the
So-
only area I can recommend is near the community garden section.
Along 95.
Yep. That's the only area I think would work for us.
I walked that area and I can't imagine where we could have enough room to have a tree nursery there.
Take up area along the walkway, along the river, in between there.
How many
Not
trees?
big,
It's not big at all.
but we would do pot and pot. We wouldn't do in the ground,
Why?
because then we could move them, grow them in the pot and move them easily without having them dug. So there's no damage to the root system.
If you're planting, for example, a white oak, how will that taproot go straight down if it's in a pot?
So it will go straight down, but what happens is, right, because there's space at the bottom for it to go, but it's not going to be very large before we plant it. So we'll end up growing 1.5 to 2 inch trees, nothing bigger than that. and those will go out into the street.
That's
You're
close. to-
talking about the caliper? You're talking about the 1.5 caliper?
Yep,
Okay,
small trees,
Yeah, not
Right.
the height, not the height.
not height, no
The
caliper.
dollhouse trees.
And no, I talk in caliper, right? Yeah, so it would be an 1.5 inch tree, which is a very young tree, but
right.
still able to be transplanted, taken out of the pot and put into the ground.
That sounds
Okay,
comparable in size to the bare roots that we put in.
Same size,
Same size, okay.
How-
same size.
how deep, how like tall would these pots be?
So a 15-gallon pot is 3 foot high
Ah,
and 3 foot wide.
and are they in the ground, these pots?
So there's a socket pot in the ground. And so half the pot sticks out of the ground, half the pot goes in the ground.
Okay, how can we do this? What's as soon as we could get this happening?
So all I have to do is get supplies and I can do a demo and then we can come up with the space and the number and those kinds of things. So we need to calculate what we're doing. The pot and pot nursery that I built was 300 acres. So I won't be, I'm not a stranger to it. I can just show you what we can do.
I don't think there's enough sunlight. I walked that strip. It's very
That-
shady.
That's probably true, except I think we can get the trees going to a point where, especially if we clear some of that stuff, because there's some trees there that are questionable and some of them are actually dead. We pointed them out today. But we're gonna have to
We-
make spruce. There's no other space that I can think of.
Okay. Marlene, Ellen, I'm not even going to ask you about because you do so much, but Marlene and Ellen, would you be interested in getting like hands-on down and dirty with this initiative with a tree nursery? Because I'm very into it.
Sure.
You're muted, Marlene.
I would do it, but I'm away in the summer on the weekends, so it'd have to be during the week.
Uh-huh. And Ellen?
Yeah, I should be here.
Okay, is there a water source, Jerry?
No, I'd bring water source there, but it would give me a good excuse to bring water source in.
They need it anyway, I would think, for the community garden.
They've been doing without, so it's been a little difficult. They've been filling out rain barrels.
Oh,
Well, that's a good thing to do, especially in that neighborhood. What would a timeline look like for getting this to have it realized?
The material,
Mhm.
I can order the material. It would take a couple of weeks to get the material.
Okay. And then parks
And we would-
and or DPW, who would dig the holes? Because that's probably beyond what I could handle.
Yeah, the holes will be drilled. We have an attachment. We drill the holes. We don't dig them.
Okay, let's do
It's
this.
a big drill.
Okay, and Bev, we can consult with you on tree species. I have a source, Sheffield Trees. We've gotten great tree seeds from them. I have people telling me their oak trees are growing from the,
I got I got acorns from them and I can't get it to sprout.
did you leave them at, well, we'll talk later.
We'll talk
Oh, but
later.
you're getting seedlings, right? I hope you're getting seedlings or larger number ones potentially too.
I mean, we could order from Arbor Day Foundation. They're incredibly inexpensive, like a couple of bucks for a tree.
We'd want to try to get something a little bit more substantial, just a little bit if we can.
Do you have a source, Jerry?
Well, we have the bare root source. We have
Okay.
so they would provide us trees and then we would grow for a year or two and then move them into the street.
Do we need to do an RPF? Or
No.
RFP?
No, you're
RFP.
talking about low numbers. You're not talking about a lot. We just get quotes.
Okay.
Just get quotes.
Is that something I do? Is that something you do?
I do that.
You do that, and we just give you the tree species and what do you,
Yep.
what do you think is the maximum number of pots we could get in there?
That I have to go there and take a look.
Okay, and
I
I'm
don't know.
thinking we would do it like on a rotation, like have, I feel like every year we should be starting new trees so that they'll be ready. At every year there'll be an inventory ready to be planted.
Right, so if you start with the bare root trees this year and they're ready in 2 years, right? You can start with various sizes of these bare root trees. so that in 2 years, you're planting those trees, and every year, you're replacing those trees with another smaller tree. And so
Okay.
you'll have a 2-year cycle.
Can we meet at this location and kind of map out how many pots and where they would go exactly?
Sure.
Okay, I'll email you for a time to meet. Alan and Marlene, would you like to be in on this meeting?
Yes, yes.
This is great.
And I'll get the
Deborah,
water
you got
source.
any interest in working on a tree nursery with us?
Possibly, when would this be?
Where or when?
When?
When? It would be ongoing, like, I would guess, Jerry, fall, spring and summer, nothing to do in the winter.
Correct.
Yeah,
Sure.
So considering that we have to build in some infrastructure, I would say the fall would be our first planting.
Okay, great.
Great,
okay, this is amazing.
very
Excellent.
exciting.
Send you photographs of the tree nursery that I built
Wonderful.
years ago.
Sari, I know you just came in. We're talking about starting our own tree nursery, so we can be planting more trees every year because trees have become very, very expensive. And if we grow our own trees, it's basically almost free. Okay. And if you'd like to help
Sari, you're
volunteer,
muted.
yeah,
You're
you're muted. If you'd like
Yeah.
to help volunteer, we're going to need a lot of hands-on for this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to volunteer. Hi, Jared. This is Sarah Vignano.
Hi.
Joining a little late. Hi.
Hi, Sarah, you've been here 5 seconds and you're already like, we have you working.
That's okay.
This is just fantastic. All right,
Okay,
welcome.
Thank you.
New business. Is that it for tree nursery right now?
I'm very happy now.
Amazing, is amazing.
Yeah, Gail's cured.
That's it.
The tree law, we're getting together sort of a group of revisions to them. They're the ones from the planning board, which we've already submitted. Oh, we didn't vote on minutes. It's because I got distracted. I'll just tell you, we submitted recommendations from the planning board to the Board of Trustees, and they haven't been taken up yet, but now we have a few others. Can we, since we just went to a new topic, can we go back and approve 2 months worth of minutes, please? Which I circulated. The first one is an amendment to the minutes that we had previously approved for January 27th. And in it, I realized, although we reviewed these changes from the planning board, thank goodness I had that on the agenda, from the planning board, and we voted to send it to the Board of Trustees, the minutes do not note that we voted. And it was passed unanimously. So I changed the minutes to indicate that there was a vote.
Okay.
And I guess we have to be very careful in the future. I mean, Gail and I both go over these as well as Ellen writing them, and we just have to remember that anytime we vote, we have to note it in the minutes. So is there a vote to approve the minutes of January 27, amend the amended minutes of January 27th?
Okay, Marlene's making a motion.
Yes.
I second it.
Okay, in favor?
Aye.
Sarah, we need to know if you're in favor of approving the minutes.
In favor.
Okay, good.
Great.
Thank you. Forget the phone. Thank you. So we voted to approve those amended minutes. Second. Someone who wants money, I'm sorry. I apologize. There's just not that many places to Zoom anymore. Okay, next, the regular minutes that were circulated for March, our meeting of March 10th.
I make a motion to approve them.
Thank you, second. Sarah, you can. second. Okay, oh. Marla
Approved.
seconded. Okay, you're off the hook. Okay, approved,
Approve.
everyone. Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's get back to the agenda. I really apologize for that. We did send the planning board recommendations, most, not all of which, but many of which were just to make the tree law consistent with other sections of village code. And they told me exactly what to say. In addition to that, subsequently, and this was both in the attachments to the agenda, and then Nora just emailed out other language saying more or less the same thing, which I think is better language. To clarify in the tree law, section 318.8K on emergency removals.
Can Gail put that up on the screen?
Can you pull that from, it's in your email, it came out while, just as we were starting the meeting.
Oh, it did? Okay, let me see.
I could actually put it up if you,
Oh, okay.
I have it
Beverly
already
has
out.
one too. Beverly has one too, that Jerry may not have. I sent it to Jerry.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't have it.
it's on my,
And I'm not on my computer that I signed into my,
okay,
I'm on my phone on my email.
okay.
Um,
It's on my screen, so can you share my screen or do I have
You,
to?
you go
You have to do it.
down and click share screen.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah, I actually have learned how to do this sort of. Just don't anyone say anything while I do it.
No. We're quiet.
Okay, do you see it? I am?
No.
No, still
Okay.
see you.
Oh.
We
Really?
don't, it's not, you're not sharing screen yet.
I
You
thought-
click the green button and then you see
that.
it, and then you have to click on the
did
thing
that.
that you're seeing that you want to share.
I did that green button.
Okay,
and
I'm
then-
gonna try to do it then,
Nope, I've got
okay?
it. Nope, give me time.
Okay,
This is important part. Now do you see it?
nope,
Oh,
Okay, you do it, Gail. I give up.
okay, it came into to our email.
village email.
Okay, village email.
Oh, you're good at this.
Yeah, what's the,
Just sent it at, I don't know,
It's
right?
revised language. We're looking at it. 7.
there it is, revised language. Your cursor's on it.
my Kurt, this one to look at next?
No,
week?
one
no,
below.
no,
below.
yeah,
Ah,
There it is.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Where is it? Right here? This is it?
Yep,
That's
yep.
it.
In the pink.
So what it's, I don't know, Nora, do you want to?
Yeah, so there were, Bob Spolzino had taken some language. We had a discussion, but we never got too far involved into it. It was sort of an email discussion. We haven't really just because there was a tree that fell. And the consensus is that we should require, if a tree falls, obviously you can take it down. But as Jerry saw today, there's a tree. that
As long as it's fallen not by man-made.
Right. So there still needs to be a permit after the fact so that we're sure that it really fell. It wasn't felt. So the
Yeah.
question is where to put that kind of language in the code. So this is under emergency removals. And so I added the pink. Actually, Dan Natchez had this condition at his house, so that's what made it. And so he and I talked about it a little bit, added this pink. I don't know whether we need to use the word emergency. And then Beverly suggested when I read this aloud to her yesterday that we should add man-made conditions.
Absolutely, because I'm reading this and I'm thinking, yeah, let's uproot a tree and then say, hey, it says here that it's permitted if a tree's been uprooted. I just see it like a loophole. Somebody's going to be a real nitpicker about it and say it's allowed.
But regardless, if a tree falls in your yard, I mean, do you have to get a permit before you remove it? Or do you get a permit, or does it fall under that emergency removal thing?
I think it falls under emergency removal, but I agree with Bev about that. It should say how it's been uprooted.
So can we just say, I have a word copy that I can edit. Removal of any tree is permitted by any person when a tree has fallen down or been uprooted due to non-man-made, how do we phrase this?
I don't know.
As a result,
Natural causes.
okay.
I think that's the only word I can come up with.
I think you're right. Natural-
Yeah, like, that would be like wind, earthquake,
Or
something
rotting,
like
or
that.
rotting away.
Rotting, yeah.
Rotting, yeah,
Hit by a car doesn't qualify.
right, natural causes.
Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't even thought of cars, but you're right.
But what if it is hit by a car?
Well, that could be dangerous. I mean, I think that's right.
That would, I think, mean that there's an ongoing emergency threatening life or property.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
You know,
If it's
I guess it
uprooted, if a
would.
tree's uprooted, it's,
Tree
It's
is uprooted,
dangerous.
it's not going to get replanted. Is that safe to say?
Not required.
Well, I mean, if a
Oh,
tree.
Very-
you
you're
have
the
to keep it
arborist.
back in
that
the
tree that's
ground.
uprooted is not likely to be able to be replanted.
I don't
no,
know,
no,
Jerry.
no, typically not, no, no.
You always tell if a tree was uprooted due to natural causes.
Yes, you can always tell.
You
So
need to
that,
take a
okay,
photograph.
so then the next question, then I said, I added or, because that's where we get to the emergency. So technically, emergency removals is not a complete description, because it wouldn't necessarily be I mean, if your tree falls in your backyard and it's not bothering anybody, it's not an emergency.
Correct.
Right.
That's right.
So,
But
I
I
couldn't.
would, Nora, I'd like to keep it, calling it emergency because I had a reason.
I mean,
um,
I
That continues to acknowledge that it's not,
it's out of the ordinary.
it's
right.
out of the ordinary.
And then,
Exactly.
and then we add, so the question is, under do we want, within 3 business days of such emergency removal, do we want to add the word emergency removal, or should we not add the word in case it's a tree that fell that's not, just leave it as such removal? I think I started to add that word and then thought better of it. And then finally, documented evidence, instead of saying such as photographs, I got rid of such as and added including, because I think we want photographs and everybody
Absolutely.
on their phone.
That's very good. Mm-hmm,
But I'm not sure we need the word emergency.
mm-hmm.
Any
Yeah,
thoughts?
maybe not.
Yeah.
Who reviews this?
Village attorney,
Well, no, no, it's just that this came up. We were supposed to talk about it Monday night, but we didn't talk about it Monday night because we didn't get to it. And we are talking about other changes that the village attorney did review in conjunction with planning board recommendations. And it just seems that we should be, since this has come up, we should address it now, not in yet another version of the law.
Sarah, was your question who reviews this about the law, or was it about who reviews when a tree has fallen down and there's an emergency?
That's right, Gail, the
situation?
letter,
Sorry.
the letter.
Who
If a tree has fallen, yeah.
who takes the
Me.
look at the tree?
it's Jerry.
Me.
Jerry's a certified arborist.
Okay.
One of those resources not every village has.
No. So it's sort of a bus person's holiday for him. He gets to leave the office and look at trees, right?
Yep, that's the best part about it. But I would look at the photographs and I wouldn't even have to go. If the photographs depict what I need to see, that's it, it's done.
And so what's going to happen is the Board of Trustees hasn't even discussed this, but it just seemed to me like instead of having the Board of Trustees, I was ready to try and discuss it Monday, but we didn't get to it. So since you guys are meeting, I think it's better for you to look at it.
And there was one more sentence I had in there that you said should go someplace else, and I can't get to my,
You said at the end, a property owner is not required to move a fallen tree that is not dangerous and that does not cause a public obstruction, which is exactly what Jerry suggested today for a village tree that had fallen.
Yeah,
Right.
because of the location.
yeah.
So you
And
want,
because it's very beneficial for, for the environment.
so
Plus,
Leave a tree and let it rot and, then bugs start to grow in it, which feed birds and, bird populations are under unprecedented environmental stress right now.
I don't have the whole law in front of me now, so I don't know whether that would go under tree maintenance or under this section.
Well, it's really not part of maintaining a tree once it's fallen. it seems to me that that this is the right place for it to go.
Well,
Yeah. You don't need,
Mhm.
you don't need emergency, but including photographs, I think is the key to making this provision work.
okay.
But, you know,
If we add the property owner is not required to remove a fallen tree that is not dangerous and that does not cause the public obstruction at the bottom of this, and we decide to send it to Bob, I mean, we may not, the Board of Trustees, I mean, I assume the Board of Trustees is gonna want to make this change that the tree committee has recommended, but we'll be talking about it at next Monday's meeting. I'm sure we'll get to it.
week from Monday.
Yeah, a week from Monday.
So do we want to add that last sentence to this paragraph?
No, so let me tell you why.
Oh.
Leaving a tree, you're talking about leaving a tree, leaving a trunk for natural,
private
right?
Mhm.
So when Gail and I talked about it,
Yeah.
we talked about it on Bleecker actually, and the location wasn't right.
Hmm.
So where the location is appropriate, I think it's okay to leave a trunk and let it, deteriorate and become food and decompose and habitat. But in other areas like backyards, I don't know if I want to, it becomes an unsightly, maybe neighborhood issue where someone
But-
has a tree that comes down and is left there, and people who, are on their deck see a backyard tree there for a year and hasn't been removed. I'm not sure how that's going to be received.
Mhm.
Know what I mean? On private property,
No, I know what you mean. but
yeah,
It is
Yeah,
private property,
Right.
yeah.
It's about being a good neighbor and, yeah.
but
But
it
you're
wanna-
just saying they don't have to remove it. You're not saying that they
may
can't
not.
remove it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they can't remove it. Of course they can,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
right.
But you're saying by law, they don't have to.
No, they wouldn't have to, because
Right.
it's not causing any issues.
Right.
There
Not
are a
for
lot of
us.
things that people may do that we don't, or, that we don't have to list all of those things.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
Maybe just leave it.
Yeah.
Okay.
just leave it for now and see. I mean, we can see how that plays out.
I mean,
It
it's
just happened to
implicit
be-
that they can remove it without a permit because it already, is pretty much kaput, but they don't have to.
Well, but we want them to get a permit to remove a tree that has fallen.
Yeah, retroactively.
Because we don't want to have too many trees fall. We don't want that to be a kind of an,
Yeah.
But
Every tree that comes down is going to be a fallen tree if we don't.
yeah.
plus, Marlene, it's a good way for us to keep track of the size, the caliper of trees, the cumulative caliper of trees that we've lost or cut in the village over the year.
Right.
you
Right.
know,
So
we
is
can
someone
keep
going
that. Yeah,
to be tracking what's coming down?
yeah, we do. We have it. We have a spreadsheet.
Ah.
Because we just started the tree application. All my trees all have measurements. I remeasure them when we go out. The ones I deny, of course, aren't supposed to come down. The ones that I approve come down. And then what we can do is analyze that after a year of data and see what we've planted and what we've taken down and see how we can't, potentially ramp up the replacement. Now, the tree law also requires individuals to replace trees. So when they take out an 18-inch tree, I don't know, I don't have it in front of me, but I make them put 1 or 2 trees back.
That one's probably two. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably 2. So we track that as well.
But they don't have to do that if a tree falls.
No, they won't have to. They won't have to. They could if they want to, but I don't think that they should be able,
All right.
I
Required.
don't think they should be required to do so.
I mean, they might want to, but
They might want to.
But if they're.
If you're
removed-
asking for a tree to be removed,
Yeah.
I'm asking them to put new trees back. This tree happens to fall. It's not necessarily a choice, right?
Yeah.
So,
Which reminds me, I went to a webinar this afternoon. It turned out that the main speaker was the person from Hunter College who had created those canopy maps that I used last year when we were trying to get the tree law passed. But he made the point that of all the things that a municipality can do to that are beneficial for trees. The most important one seems to be planting, having a program to plant trees.
Sure.
So,
Do we still need me to, do you still want me to share the screen?
I think, well, okay, well, I guess we have to vote on this. Remember? So
Right.
are we, well, we're saying that we will take out the word emergency that's in yellow.
Mhm.
So are it's just gonna say section K removals?
It's section K emergency. No, not that emergency. If you look at your screen
Oh, okay,
down in the text, there's a
Okay.
highlighted yellow.
Right here.
Yeah,
okay,
glad you asked that.
okay.
It's still under emergency removal. So are we going to accept these changes to this section?
Oh, but we added, after uprooted, as a result of natural causes. comma.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep,
What
Okay.
about natural
Okay.
environments? Environmental? No.
no, natural causes as opposed to a person removing it or uprooting it. Or a tractor uprooting it. I mean,
Sounds like-
person using a tractor to uproot a tree or something like that.
Sounds like a crime show.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
We can all get little uniforms.
Is this a sentence that continues at the end here,
Yeah,
Nora?
it's another
I only
page.
have this chapter period. There should be a period there. I don't know why it's gone.
I thought maybe this was just like the middle of a paragraph or something.
No,
Okay,
probably you copied it and didn't copy the period.
okay. Shall we take a vote? I make a motion to accept this new language.
Okay, second. I'm not sure I'm supposed to second if I'm a chairman.
Sarah, did you second?
Okay,
Okay, all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then I'll make sure it's back up for when we discuss the tree law a week from Monday. And hopefully it'll go into it when we schedule the public hearing.
Great.
Thank
Okay,
you, Nora.
so thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jerry. That was like a lot of conversation.
Sure,
Sorry the tree fell. Glad it fell that week and not a month from now.
no problem.
Spring trees. Jerry and Jeff went out to New Jersey and inspected our 36 trees, and I hear they look great.
They
And
do.
I also hear the grower is eager to send them here, ship them here.
Yes.
So I had done on the list that I had drawn up of locations, I did a trip around. I had to take off all the beyond the right of way ones, and I had to take off, there's one other category. So I ended up having to take off 14 of the 36 trees. Oh, I know. The other thing was with Jeff, we went to some of those locations and like on Prospect and Monroe, and he said, this is just really too narrow to plant a tree that you're going to get from the nursery. We need to do bare roots. So next fall, I'd like to do a lot of bare root. And then that'll open up a lot of locations and also should cost less. But it meant that I had to find 14 more locations, which is why I was driving around in the truck today. And we've got them, except I've
Good.
discovered yet another
That's great.
up an Excel spreadsheet I've been trying to
Thank
figure
you.
out. So it's fun.
Did you say we had a delivery date for the trees?
Well, it depends. I'm gonna, as soon as I get this spreadsheet finished, I'm gonna send it to Jeff, who's going to, what does he do? He calls the grower and tells them. And they
No,
come
the
and
trees
mark
are out of
up.
the ground. The trees are already out of the ground.
Okay,
The trees have been dug.
okay. But
All
they
they
have
have to
to
do is
mark
load 'em
out
on a
the
truck.
utilities. Okay,
Say it again?
don't they
Yeah.
have to mark out utilities?
Yeah, we have to mark out the utilities. The trees are already dug. We picked out the ones that were already balled and burlapped. And then they'll deliver them and then the crew will come in and plant them, or they'll deliver them and plant them the same day. I'm not sure how this company does it. Other companies deliver them and plant them the same day or the same 2 days. This company may actually drop ship them here first and then grab them and then bring them out to the sites.
but within the next couple of weeks then?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So there are some people on this list who have spent a lot of time emailing me to find out what's happened to their
I
trees.
know. We're
Um,
anxious.
It's good. No, I mean, we want people to want their trees, so I just don't have the answer.
Heavily, under the second bullet point underneath spring trees and.
I've now filled them in. And that's one of the things we did today is we found locations for those other trees.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah, in other
Okay.
words, I had a list. Let's see, I had to pull 14 off and then we had also, I've forgotten exactly how it worked. We had identified some new locations, but by the time I put all those in, I still had 7 slots left over. And I had a list, the original 138 that I had last fall. I just went back to that and
Okay, so we have all the locations.
we have all
Great.
the locations.
Thank you.
We don't know about for next fall. We don't know about the beyond the right of way. All of you are talking about Bub Walker Park as a place to be looking to plant. That's along 95. I'm still not quite sure where it is.
Tucked
but-
away. It's kind of tucked away.
Okay,
You drive down Fenimore, you park before you get to 95 and you'll see a little sign there. Walk in and just follow the path.
okay. Well, anyway, that's something I ought to look at this summer. For
Okay.
locations. Anyone who likes to do this with me
No, don't blink because it's so tiny.
Yeah, that's right.
might need trees, might need trees.
Oh,
Also,
I'm
the
sorry,
other-
you're talking about the one across from the swim tank, not where we're talking about a tree nursery.
No,
No, she's talking about Bud Walker. She's talking about where the bocce ball court is.
up the block.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't find that on Google Maps. It's
Hmm,
Walker Park.
It's not on Google Maps, unfortunately.
Okay,
So it's
Next
at the end
summer.
of, it's at the end of Grand Street where it meets Plaza.
oh, okay,
And it follows 95. It's like between 95 and the river.
That's right.
It's a narrow strip and it ends at Fenimore Road. It's something you've driven by
Okay.
probably a million times and never noticed.
Oh,
I-
okay.
I
yeah.
didn't know about it until somebody like walked with me to that spot and showed it to me. I never notice it when I'm driving.
and that's just being considered for trees, not as the nursery.
no, I don't think that's,
As
That
the
would be
nursery.
the location for the nursery, right, Jerry?
That would be, not for
Oh.
trees. There's plenty of trees there, Ellen.
Okay, but
There's
so,
more trees than we need.
oh, then probably I don't need to go look for new locations.
okay,
No.
so
Okay,
why do
It's
we
off
have,
the
I'm
list.
sorry,
just
why,
look at-
what do you want me to put in the notes about Bub Walk?
nothing.
Sure.
It turns out that's not a prospective location.
Oh, okay, okay.
I did though, suddenly, this was this last fall, have an insight. We've been struggling with Metro North for decades, it feels like, to replace those trees they took down on their property along the train tracks. And then I sort of turned the other direction and realized that we, the village of Mamaroneck, could plant small flowering trees on the private property, in the right of way on the private property side, which it wouldn't solve the problem of Metro North having gotten rid of all those trees, but it would still give Bishop a lot of softening and it'd be pretty in the spring.
Yep.
So I would like to do that next year
On Bishop, right?
on Bishop.
Yeah, that should be a priority because this has been going on for years and years and
Yeah.
years with Metro
Yeah.
North. And it's just not, it's not right. Like,
Yeah.
they need some tree screening, and some
Yeah.
beautification on that street.
So I'm gonna put that-
The obstacle is retiring.
Yeah,
The individual is retiring. The guy
Oh,
who I
at
couldn't get
Metro
through.
North- At Metro North?
Yeah.
Oh, that's,
Oh, good.
Did
Yeah,
you
so
think
we'll
we could
try.
revisit?
We'll revisit it because he's retiring.
that
I
would be
just
cool.
found
be
out he's
really
retiring the
nice.
other day.
It would
So the
really
idea was
do-
to get them to pay for Arbor Vitae, right? That was what we were gonna be doing?
We were
Yeah,
gonna
but-
pay
Oh, we
for
were
it.
gonna pay for it. Okay, okay.
We
just
were
needed their
willing to
permission.
pay for it. We just want to get some,
Okay,
some screening because they lost all those trees.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't help us get through the gauntlet, you know, he wouldn't help us get through the situation.
Mm-hmm. It would be
Okay.
great to have arborvitae there, so it would be, 12 months. It would be green.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yep.
He's always been difficult.
Oh, that's great news. Yeah, and we know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's gone, he's retiring in May, so it's good.
Right.
Great. Planting is in the fall.
That's right.
But I still like the idea of putting small flowering ones across the street.
We
I
can
agree, it'll
do
make those
both.
houses nice.
We
Yeah.
can do both. We've never, planted in the road there, and why not? We'll
Yeah, just never
offer.
thought of it before.
Yeah, if the residents want it,
Yeah.
let's give them trees. Absolutely. There's definitely room. And that won't, is the word preclude?
Preclude.
Preclude, thank you.
Mhm.
My brain is just, COVID does a thing to your brain, I think. It doesn't preclude putting in the arborvitae along the, by the train tracks on the Metro North side of Bishop.
The other thing the next thing I've alluded to is I'd like to, we did about a dozen bare root trees a year or two ago.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than a dozen,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, anyway, we did enough and in different parts of the village that we could see how they were doing. And we did them mainly because we didn't have space for larger root balls, but we've also had a chance to, they've done really well is what I'm
Yep.
trying to stammer out. And there are definitely streets that, especially now that Jeff has opened my eyes, that really should have bare root trees as opposed to bald trees. So I'd like, Jerry, this of course is up to you, but I'd like to do a lot more bare root next year, maybe not exclusively,
Okay,
but I can flag particularly the places that I think would be most beneficial to do that.
you get a lot for your money on Beirut. It's easy for us to put them in.
Great,
Yep.
okay, I like that.
Wonderful. And now that we have a watering program, we should get much better results than,
Yeah,
We
oh, we
will.
had the watering
Back in the
program for
day.
the bare roots that we did.
yeah.
We've had it for, I don't know, as long as you've been here, longer than that, right, Jerry? I think.
Well, we've had the watering program, but we've, with everyone's help on this Zoom, we've been reinforcing the fact that they need to keep going. So
Yeah.
the reminders help me remind them that, hey, let's make this a priority. Now we have it. So we have a seasonal that's actually going to do it. So Jeff doesn't want to get the emails anymore, to his credit. He just wants to put somebody on the job. And that's good. That's what we're looking for.
Excellent.
Changing the culture, changing the mindset.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Yep.
It's made a huge difference with the trees.
And it's a huge investment too. We keep losing trees after we purchase
know,
them. It's
I know.
it's too much,
Yeah.
big loss. Yeah.
So that's good. There might be, would it be possible if we do bare root to do both? Because some places, like on Bishop, I think it would be nice, given that they have that wall to look at. We could put
Yeah.
larger trees someplace like that, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, where the grass strip permits, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
But
sure.
in general, I like the bare root idea a lot. The
Will
other
the
thing,
village reach out to the property owners on Bishop to ask them if they would like a tree?
you know what, I have been, I'm the village on this. When I'm doing a list of 150, I've got to admit that I didn't, and I think the village did send letters.
Mhm.
I would just mark the location and keep going, but it does work better. I have done streets where I've knocked on every door, and that way people want their tree.
Yeah.
So I will try to be better about that.
But if you want us to send letters, we can send letters. Just need the addresses, that's all.
Okay, well, I'll have the addresses. Okay,
It
let's,
doesn't take but a couple of hours to get letters put together. So
Okay.
it's no
well,
problem.
it'll certainly make it a lot faster.
You should let them know that it won't preclude them having you know, the work that we're trying to do, trying to get the trees planted along the Metro North side.
Yeah.
This is separate from that.
Yeah.
But it's something that we can do, like, you know, with the next planting versus having to wait for an okay from Metro North. I think they need to know that.
Okay, talk to, I mean, you know, Bishop is just one street. I can talk to them.
Well, Gail, I think the person the person who's retiring gave me the okay. So the
Oh,
new
really?
person who replaces them will know that I already got the okay right when that
Oh.
person is leaving the door. So
Okay,
That's
that
great.
may actually
How
be
did you
happening.
manage
So,
that?
Wow,
well,
wow.
you know, there's ways
That
of
was
getting
very
things
nice.
done, right? So that's how we do it.
Chocolate can do a lot.
Yeah, right.
And now, then this last thing, it was a very interesting email I got from someone, I guess it's I don't know what her committee is, she's a volunteer in the village of Larchmont, asking about the possibility of coordinating the purchase of bare root tree orders. She was talking about this spring, and I told her that, you know, this spring we were not doing bare root, but that I was hoping to do more of that. Is that something that you would consider, Jerry?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Absolutely. No problem there.
okay. There might be some efficiencies with that.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
No, we work with Larchmont and the town all the time. The town of Rye too. It's just, you know, they're our neighbors. So we, whatever they need, we kind of,
okay,
the
good.
town of Mamaroneck is asking to borrow one of our fire trucks, an older fire truck that we just replaced
Oh.
for a time period. So we're always working on things like that.
Okay, great.
Sorry, I have a crazy question.
Mhm.
Is there any way we could plant nursery trees or just have them at the DPW at the yard where the food scrap and the recycling is, just along the back wall?
Oh, interesting.
If we look at the space there, it's pretty tight, but we can look at it.
I know, I mean, it might look nice, or I guess
Right,
they're
but
not gonna look that great anyway. It's not gonna make a big.
so the thing with trees and pots
Mhm.
is that they heat up.
Yeah,
And then if I showed you, so if you look at the picture that I sent right, the reason there's a socket pot is so that the roots are not
Yeah.
constantly, you know, drying out.
Mhm.
Mm.
So you see how that's done,
Yeah, so that's not. gonna-
right? So there's a socket in a ground and then there's another
Yeah.
tree. So you pull, the socket always stays, but you pull the actual tree with the bucket out, you go plant it.
Yeah.
And then you have an empty bucket, you replant the tree in soil you know, growing medium.
Mhm.
And put it back in the socket. So you'll always have a spot for it.
Mm.
And it keeps the roots growing, keeps the roots moist.
So it's not really practical.
No, because growing potted trees on asphalt and in hot areas,
Yeah.
typically you can't keep up with keeping them dry and I'm sorry, keeping them wet, where they just dry out, you know, very, very quickly.
Just thought it would look pretty.
Yeah.
Yes, it would. I agree. You got to do a lot on that street to make it look pretty. That's a tough one right there.
But it looks busy.
Yeah, it's busy.
Yeah, it is.
Crazy that street.
Next thing is I said there's a photograph to come and I haven't sent one out. We got a request a couple days ago from McMichael's Boatyard for permission. I don't even know if it's an RW. I think it's actually part of their site plan to put 2 trees in front of their building. They have a small garden there.
Mhm.
Just a little bit of landscaping, but it's right on the Boston Post Road. I don't know if all of you know the location. It's on the Post Road, not so far from the diner. And so there's no planting strip there.
Yeah.
Wires everywhere. But they do have, there's a small amount of landscape-ish planting done in the front, which is nice. And they would like to add trees. And I mean, we don't give permission for that, but we could recommend it. to the Board of Trustees, I would imagine. Even though I don't have a photograph for you, I drove by it and it would look better.
Is it on their approval from years
Um,
ago?
From their site plan, that's a good question. I don't know the answer. It's.
Yeah, because then you don't need to worry about it. They can just put it in,
Ah,
but I
okay.
don't know if it is.
So was it approved by site plan? If it's not on their site plan, do they have to go back to the planning board or do they go to the Board of Trustees?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I mean, is it in our right of way?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's right against the building. It's on the far side of the sidewalk and there is no right of way for planting.
I
Yeah,
think
so-
I found a picture of the front of their building and I could share my screen and show you. Would you
Oh,
like to
look
see?
at this. Thank you. Oh, our other public members back.
Yes, I see him.
Yeah, there. Okay. That's much better than the one I tried to take.
Yeah.
So,
So we wouldn't stop a business or a private homeowner from planting a couple of trees in front of their place, right?
no,
So it's kind of like that. That's how I see it, but
Yeah, if they want some guidance, what to plant, it looks like there's, I don't know if that's a shrub or a tree on the left side.
yeah, it's a multi-stem something or other.
I'm all for trees, so.
yeah, it would be nice. I don't know how to communicate this to them. I got it, they sent it to Dan Sarnoff, who sent it to me. Should I just send it back through that channel?
You send to me, I can talk to them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
can advise with species, Jerry. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jerry.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
so then- Thank you.
I'll pick small trees off our list and say, this is the few trees that you could put in here.
Great. I wouldn't recommend dogwoods. I don't think they do well on the Post Road.
No, I don't think they would.
Hmm.
No, dogwood's like an understory tree most of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But there are others that are good.
Mhm.
Heritage tree list. This came from someone who I think was not actually nominating the tree as a heritage tree, but we did say that we would be creating a heritage tree list. And I think Joe actually gave, found Scarsdale's procedures for nominating, which were about 2 pages long, which seemed pretty long. But anyway, there was a resident at, I think it's probably been taken care of long ago, at 507 Revere Road, who has a very large tree that he thinks is a historic tree. He wanted it pruned. He wasn't really nominating it, but I got excited and said we would look at it and see if it should go on the list. But we should actually be creating this heritage tree list. We have a few trees that we've put on it in the past, but we don't have a formal nominating procedure. So another month. Matt has been looking at, he's not here, pulling together information about the financial effects of planting trees around private residents. This would be part of the education that we're talking about. Arbor Day is coming, it's tomorrow.
Mhm.
I don't think have anything planned for Arbor Day, and it occurred to me we could do an Arbor Day observed event. It doesn't have to be tomorrow.
Yep.
We could, like Columbus Day or something. And could we plant a tree somewhere and take a picture and call it, make a proclamation? Okay.
Yeah. We lost the tree in front of 169 Mount Pleasant, the courtroom.
I know it's already on my list for replanting, but if we do that one, that would be great because I actually had one too many trees and now I could put one.
Yeah.
back.
Let's
Okay,
do that. Let's do that. Let's do that one.
great. When's a good time?
Anytime next week is a good time. You want us to go get a tree? We'll go to a local nursery and get a tree.
Okay,
Now, where did you say this is gonna be planted?
it's the courthouse. It's the village courthouse.
So,
Please,
Ellen, it would be the corner of Prospect and Mount Pleasant.
Can we do it on Tuesday? I'd like to be in attendance. That's the only day I can make it.
We could try. I just got to clear it with Jeff because he's got to prep the, he's got to call in he's got to call in the mark out. But
Right.
great. Wonderful.
all right,
We'll try.
So,
You'll let us know?
They cleaned that up really quickly.
yeah, they got rid of that stuff. We were out all night that night. That night was ridiculous. We had stuff going down all over the place.
Ooh,
I hate those storms.
It was a week ago, Monday, right?
Yeah,
We all hate those storms.
it was like a nor'easter and
Yeah.
it just kept causing issues from one side of the community to the other. We're running around like crazy. We found a house that was, they regraded the tracks behind this individual's house on Jefferson and created a channel where the water comes off of the railroad property and right into his garage.
Oh,
no.
that's awful.
Because we got a call from dispatch on flooding, and we're like, how could Jefferson be flooding? That's impossible. And then when we went to go look, it was knee-high water coming off of the railroad tracks,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
or the area, near the railroad tracks.
who did the
Uh,
grading? Was this?
Okay, so let me get Jeff to do the mark out.
Okay,
Let me send the email now.
well, this is great.
Arbor Day planting,
Yeah. Arbor Day observed.
Tuesday, Arbor Day observed.
We should get a photographer there.
We should call it arbitrary day.
Arbitrary.
Very good.
That's funny.
And we should definitely, I guess we have to write a proclamation. You have one on hand? Do a proclamation?
We have
How great.
We have proclamations. We create them on the fly.
Okay, okay.
We can get a proclamation. together.
I just read recently the requirements for being a tree city, which we are.
That's right.
You're supposed to observe Arbor Day, so
Yep.
Oh,
It's
okay.
supposed
got to
to.
make sure that people know we've done this.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone have any other business?
I do.
Okay.
What are we doing to promote to the community that we have the tree law?
So, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so it's been in e-blasts, I know that.
Right, so I've asked Robert today to summarize everything that we've done, which weeks we've submitted. I mean, we've announced it and which e-blast we were using to do it. Because our code enforcement officials wanted the same information that you're asking for, Marlene, so that when they go to a property that's having a tree get cut, people claim, well, I don't
I
know
didn't
what,
know.
I
Yeah.
didn't know. So I'll get you that list. And then next meeting, maybe we'll come up with maybe hopefully some low cost other ideas other than just pushing it out through our e-blast,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe just some flyers and things like that, real old school.
something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's almost 6,000 people on our e-blast.
Mhm.
So, I mean, but we are a community of 20. So I don't, we're not hitting everyone.
Right.
But
And they
we'll
have
come
to
up with some
scroll down.
ideas for that. But you'll know, when I get the list, I'll share with the tree committee, you'll know how many times we went out, how many times we've announced it, which weeks they were. We'll get that summary.
Great.
That'd be great.
Okay.
I actually, today, we talked to someone as we were driving around in the truck, that he asked, he'd read the tree law, he knew all about it, and he was asking our, right-of-way questions. But, we went through some of the private property conditions. And then he said, well, what are the rules about the right of way? In other words, you're not supposed to plant in it without permission. You're not allowed to trim the trees yourself or remove the tree. And it occurred to me that we've been so busy telling people about the private property that maybe we should also notify people periodically that number one, there is a right of way, because I run into people who don't know that and they
Yeah.
think they're planning on their property. And number two, what the conditions are around that as well.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Is
Ex-
is
Go
the
ahead.
tree committee doing anything for the Clean and Green Day?
well, we have not planned anything. I don't know. Last year, actually, Ellen and Marlene, you did it, or was it?
Wendy. I think it was Wendy.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, I ordered the seeds or, yeah.
I mean, what was done at the booth? I wasn't even there because I'm handing stuff out and.
Acorn seeds were planted, isn't that right? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Got seeds from Sheffield and, you
Were
know,
there many people coming by for it?
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
Mostly people with children.
yep.
Okay. I mean, do we want to do it again?
It's this weekend?
No, it's not until
A week
May.
from Sunday. It's the
What-
7th,
what-
the 7th,
when-
a week from Saturday, the 7th.
It's a week from Saturday. It would cost extra for shipping, but I could get seeds from Sheffield, most likely. I'd have to call and find out. We should have a presence there.
I will tell you, the people next to us were giving out plants in pots.
Yeah.
So because they were right near us, I think they just went right there.
In like actual pots?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who
What
were
proof
these
is this?
people?
I don't remember. Marlene, do you remember?
maybe it was the committee for the environment. Maybe,
Maybe.
I don't know.
They were just giving them out?
And
Yeah.
and then at the end, they had all these extra pots that they gave to us.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, maybe we could coordinate with Committee for the Environment and give out something together. I'm just thinking that maybe you have information about tree walks and about the tree law and about,
Oh, maybe that's the thing to do, is to make it an
Yeah.
information.
especially if we planted the other tree on Tuesday, a picture of the new tree that we planted. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it has to have a giveaway.
Okay,
But,
That's-
you know, because I was going to ask, how are we letting the community know about the tree walk?
So that might,
that's a golden opportunity, really, to let people know.
and we also
um,
have the flyers that we haven't put out in 3 or 4 years. They're all in the regatta, right, Jerry? They're all,
Yep, they're all there.
so maybe we put those out.
I think a good place to post flyers is at Florence Park. There's
Mhm.
well, I know that's only accesses one part of the neighborhood, but
Kiosk.
there's a
There's like
lot
a
of,
kiosk there.
there
right?
is, yes.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Neighborhood events, yep.
Yep.
And Sarah, these are little, we have like a Lucite container of, I don't know, 7 or 8 brochures about trees. So for like, like, it's almost like information you get at the doctor's office. But it's
Yeah.
about,
Just like it.
yeah, it's more interesting.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So, Gail,
Yeah,
did you guys go over the stuff, the trees that we marked on Bleecker last meeting, or we're gonna do that this meeting?
that was gonna be this meeting, but I
Okay.
think we have to make some decision about
but
Okay.
nothing's happened to them?
Clean and Green Day.
Oh,
We need to wrap that up before we move
okay,
on.
well, I like the idea of information. That's a good idea. We
I
don't
like that
have a
too.
handout on the tree law.
We'll have brochures. We can give you the brochures and get them out.
I think we should do seeds again because people do plant them. It's different, like planting your own tree seed and seeing it grow than being handed a plant in a pot. I mean, one doesn't, you could do both.
What do you got there? Two?
Can anyone go that day? I can't.
What's the
I can
date
go that day.
again?
Next Saturday?
A week from this coming Saturday, yeah.
I can go, but I don't want to do it alone.
I'll do it with you, Ellen.
Oh,
Saturday.
great, Gail. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. What time is it, Nora?
It
Starts at 9:30.
starts at
I
9:30.
got one right
And
there.
goes until,
Noon, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I think, it was finished early last year. The cleanup lasts longer. So I don't think typically there are people at Harbor Island Park. I'm just looking.
Right,
okay.
right.
Jerry,
No, they
Jerry?
changed that.
can
So-
I purchase seeds and soil and
Yeah,
like coffee cups kind of and get
Yeah.
reimbursed?
yeah, sure.
And I
Yeah,
have to pay extra for like overnight shipping if I could get
Yeah.
this.
no problem there.
Okay, all right.
So-
All right,
so-
Ellen, we'll do it. And then can somebody on your staff bring the brochures with about trees with the holder?
Oh,
If
you
you-
know what?
If they can, I can pick them up if you just tell me what date and what time.
I'll get them on Friday. And then I'm gonna go clean up someplace, so I'll come for like the first hour, and if one of you just brings them home, I'll get them from you. But I'll pick
Okay.
up the container of,
Great. Brochures.
and we,
The committee for the environment decided that the gathering location will be Harbor Island Park again this year. In years, I guess for a couple of years, we were sending people directly to the locations,
right,
but they don't want to do that anymore. So everyone will gather and there'll be like 100, 150 people at Harbor Island Park. And then they'll be dispatched out.
Okay.
Is there any way to get flyers about the tree walk in time?
In time for the
Robert
7th,
should be able to get us those.
we can get flyers together.
Can you take care of that end, Jerry, and
Yep.
have those like brought, have somebody on
Terrific.
staff bring them to the table?
the next week, right?
Yeah,
Is there any
Saturday or
information
Sunday or something like that.
online for the tree walks? I feel like paper,
There's,
yes, there is. If you go on the village website.
can that get reposted onto some like family social groups on social media?
Why not? I don't know who does that. Does Robert do that, Jerry?
Yeah, we post to social media. So we'll post everything that we create to our social media accounts. Sarah, we have one-way, we have those one-way protected social media accounts. But then if others want to post anything
Like a
to,
repost?
yeah, they can do a repost.
Okay,
They can do a repost over and over again. I have no problem with that.
thanks.
Okay.
so we have these trees on Bleecker. I'm sorry, I thought all the work had been done on them. I didn't include the photographs.
No, so as long as you're okay with what Gail and I have negotiated out there, then I have no problem. I have no problem with it. I just
Well, I
want to give them the go-ahead.
Yeah.
I want to give them
I
the go-ahead.
think what happened after your negotiations was that it went from 8 to come down to 3 to come down and 4 to 5 to be pruned.
That's correct. That's real negotiation right there. And Gail
So
did a
the
good
ones
job.
that are still standing are going to continue to stand?
Yes,
Or are coming down?
only 3. I think 3 were marked to come down. And the other 5 were marked to prune. And then there
Some
were
of them
others.
still
that
have
were gonna-
those pink crosses on them.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so there's 3 there that'll come down, that have to come down.
Oh, that are still coming down. 'Cause
Yeah, that are still coming down. Yeah. Yeah, so nothing's been done yet, Deborah, because I asked them to hold off on it until then. So after this meeting, so what I want to do is I want to get our vendor to get out there and start pruning and start removing and get that area cleaned up. So the majority will stay up
Yeah.
and get pruned. And then some, right, Gail? Some we decided we're not going to even touch at all, like we didn't even need to.
Right.
Maybe, yeah, so we didn't even need to touch them. They were
You said
fine.
they were fine, that they had no targets.
Yep, that's right. That's correct.
Would you like us to endorse, vote
Uh,
to endorse your negotiation? No.
No,
Okay.
because I did it. I'm the arborist and then I did it with the co-chair. So we're good.
Okay, good. Well, thank you
good.
both and thank you for doing.
And that's, that's an unusual large tree, project. So we're not going to have too many of those.
Okay. Okay. Any other business before we do the dates? No. So Cleaning Green Day is May 7th.
6th, I think it's
Sixth?
Saturday, right?
Saturday, the 7th.
Yeah, Saturday is the 7th.
Oh, it is? Okay.
You're in the
It
wrong,
is, all day.
Okay.
having trouble with my ears right now, so. it's the
Okay,
COVID.
so the flyers that we're doing are the tree walk flyers.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that's May 15th.
Do we have any promotional thing we could have regarding the tree law?
We have the FAQ on the private, but we don't.
That would be great.
Okay,
That would be great to have the FAQs at the, for Clean and Green Day.
okay.
Jerry, can you have like some of those printed out for us? we
Yeah,
can
so what
have
I'm
them?
doing, I'm just starting a conversation between you and Robert and myself. And then we'll decide what we need as far as, I don't want to print too many.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need that many, but you know,
And then,
maybe
and
five.
then maybe I'll laminate a few
Yeah,
with a QR code, so it goes
Just
directly to
laminate
that.
one. Just laminate one. It's a lot of plastic.
Okay,
well, except we'd have it, we'd have it.
Well, I'll return it.
I mean, if we leave it at the table, maybe that's a good thing to have at the front desk at the Regatta.
Yeah, it could be by the brochures
to link
or
to.
elsewhere. I mean, wherever you think it would be appropriate to have them.
tree
Well,
wall
outside the courtrum, there's
announcement.
places where people are, because if it has. a
Oh,
QR
that's
code,
true. You know what?
Yeah.
At the library also, that might be a
Yeah.
good place to have it.
and if,
Yeah.
you know, if it's like clipped to something, then people can just use their
Yeah,
QR.
yeah, you're right. You're right, Nora. That's
Yep,
a great
well,
idea.
Sarah had a good point. Why print out all these things when we can just,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Trying to save
everyone-
trees.
everyone has a phone, I'm sorry, I almost said two phones. Everyone has a phone in their pocket. I have two phones in my pocket.
Yeah.
I hate that. Okay, so flyers and QR codes.
Mhm.
Okay, we started the conversation.
Okay.
Great.
Tree walk in Florence Park. We're gonna see the same park in a different season, May 15th, Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Rain date, May 22nd. Next meeting is still online and it's May 26th. And we're going to do Arbor Day observed, and you're going to confirm what day. Arbitrary day observed.
Arbitrary day.
We'll try for Tuesday if we can. If not, Gail, what about the following Tuesday?
Following Tuesday is not good for me. May 10 is not good.
So
Um,
if this Tuesday, if we can't get the 753, we can't get the code 53 completed by Tuesday, we shouldn't be planting. So I have to get that done.
I could do possibly May 4 in the morning.
That's Wednesday.
Yeah, we were talking about May 3, weren't we?
Yeah, but if I can't get if I can't get the utilities marked out, I gotta get the utilities marked out. I can't put a
Okay, I
shovel in the
could do
ground.
the
without
morning of May 11
Oh, that's fine. Let's do that. Let's shoot for that.
instead. That's our,
That's arbitrary day.
May 11 is arbitrary day. Okay, only in the morning. I cannot do that in the afternoon.
Yeah, we only work in the morning. We go home early.
Okay.
We go home at 3, so we're good.
All right,
Okay,
plant village tree. Bev, can you make it that day?
and it's a Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, whoever can make it. Let's have a nice showing from the tree committee.
That'd be
Well,
great.
what time?
And the public,
Do you
Deborah.
know what?
What time, Jerry?
I'll be in, I'm gonna be away for a couple of weeks in Ohio on a big bird convention.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice. Good for
Where in
you.
Ohio?
It's in a place called Maumee Bay. It's right on Lake Erie. You know, all the birds
Oh,
stop there to sort of have a bed and breakfast of bugs before they go over the Erie. And
So not far from Oberlin? Is that what I'm hearing?
what?
Not far from
Okay.
Oberlin College
Okay.
or
Gail,
Cleveland, the
Gail,
Rock and Roll
offline.
Museum.
Offline.
Exactly.
Sorry. I think that's it. I mean, it's been a long meeting, so.
It has.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so what time on May 11?
Jerry, what time for the tree planting?
10?
10. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. May 11th.
in
Okay.
front of the courthouse.
Yeah,
Yeah, front of the courthouse. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
that's great. Thank you. Okay, it is 9:14. Do we have
And I'm
any?
writing it down.
9:14.
Do we have a day for our next meeting before we close this?
26.
26.
The 26th.
Okay,
Right, 26. And then the following month, June, it's the 23rd. And by that point, we'll be meeting in person.
Outdoor.
Right.
And
Outdoor.
I think we can meet outside, but we have
Okay.
to figure out where we'll be meeting, but we can do that provided the weather is okay.
right.
Okay.
We doing the summer meetings this year?
We
We're gonna
always
skip
do.
those.
Yeah,
We
we
meet every,
It's
we
rec,
meet every month.
it's rec and parks that doesn't meet in the summer.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah, because Arts Council usually does, because they do so many events in the summer. And Rec and Parks doesn't because it's too hard for the staff. And then it's the land use boards who take like a month, they skip one meeting, but.
Okay,
the
so
spring
this committee meets,
keeps on
good.
going.
Okay.
All right. And
All
I'll
right.
communicate to everyone when Bartlett is coming to work with. They're starting at 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning, but I'll communicate
Okay.
what day they're coming.
Thank you.
I was gonna
Okay.
ask if we could come too, but now that you've told me it's 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so that's right. So,
The deal breaker.
Right?
Yeah. So,
Bright
but
and
I think
early.
it's a great thing. It's a great thing.
I was very appreciative. We had a conversation about the tree law when they started cutting down some trees several weeks ago, and it turned into something very productive. So that's good.
That's good.
Really good.
Good, wonderful.
Great, great.
Okay, can we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Okay, second, Ellen, somebody. Okay, Sarah, all in favor? Good night. Thank you.
Good
Good
night.
night,
Bye,
thank you.
everybody. Thank you for
Bye.
coming, Deborah.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank you
coming.
very
Rita.
much.
Thank you.
Okay,
Have a
good
good
night,
trip.
everyone.
Bye.